who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f you think a stage.
But hey, what about
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh, yeah.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Abdullah to return.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Well, fellas, here we go. White. 21.
Play action. Garoppolo. He hits Adams complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Mahomes now on first down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game.
Past the 20. Thought, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll bring Renfrow in motion right.
Go ahead.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Hey, gun. 21.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Powers through him. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but all also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
43. Let's get it. Let's go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On second down, here's Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
70 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
21.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
21. 13.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Down the right sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Richie James. And he goes out of bounds finally, but they're already on the edge of the red zone as he returns this to the 20.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll bring Renfro in motion right.
11, 21. Here we go. 6.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
21. 12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. James now to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I got you.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
White.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
11. Hey, Josh.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, Jacobs busts through the tackle. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 31. 97 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third and short, this is Janovich. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Flag! 21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Hey, John,
In motion right goes Adams. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go, here we go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hey, gun,
Adams,
gun.
the man in motion left. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Ugly second half, man. Ugly. Good game, brother.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Dang, where all them dudes go to?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Damn.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
Wow.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 30.
Man, my blocker, he just stopped running.
Play there for KC. 44 yards.
At this stage,
like
that's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team